Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the amazing Super Chris. Thank you for joining me this morning. That's awesome. I hope you had a wonderful evening yesterday. I had a very eventful evening. I may have a hard time. I sunburned my throat yesterday. We'll talk about it in a minute. I'm surprised I can talk at all. I can feel it. It burns. But yeah, I had a great day, sort of, maybe, kind of. Anyway, I hope you had a great day. We're going to talk about some interesting things today, as you can imagine. Baby Jesus, of course, this is one of those days in the War on Christmas. Tomorrow is going to take a fantastically interesting turn on the War on Christmas, my friends. I hope you're here for tomorrow's show. You're going to be like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. Okay, bud. All right, so now, but before we get to that, we got to do this. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Hello all, Chris Mallard here, atheist extraordinaire, host of the Daily Atheist Morning Show, and currently burning in hell. Oh, don't worry about me, I'm not dead. I'm just down here for the annual Christmas party. I mean, annual Solstice Awards party. The Dark One, or Lucy as he is affectionately known, is personally handing out the awards. Aaron Ra is getting the award for the most souls brought down by evolution for his African fossil hunt, and Matt Dillahunty has won the Golden Phallus Award for being a dick to the most Christians. Oh wait, it's the Golden Fallacy Award for the confusing the most Christians. Easy mistake to make. To top it off, Seth Andrews has lent his voice to the Gregorian chants this year. It's delightfully hellish. Gotta run. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, if you're into that sort of thing, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. A happy holidays, happy solstice, and a happy new year. Stay safe, heathens. Party hard, fornicate, that sort of thing. But do it safely.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. I do have I got one of those. Got one of those. Right there. Good morning. I hope you all had a wonderful night. Like I said, I had an interesting throats on fire. Well, yes, Bartholomew, let me tell you, it was just, I got like sunburned on my throat. I spent so much time yelling at God yesterday because I'm angry at God and I hate God. Ow. Anyway, let me tell you a little story. Let me get rid of the fire halo so I don't scare away too many people. Oh, you know what? Before we get too far along, you guys were talking about stuff in the chat. I just kind of got... if I can find it, it goes fast. First of all, before I get too far along, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mark Reed. Thank you for joining us. Skunks and Junk, Left-Handed Jedi, always great to see you. Simply Secular Dave, God equals the square root of -1. All you wonderful people. Did I miss it? Vic. Good morning, Vic. Nice to have you there. Good morning. Thank you for the Discord. Are you part of our Discord? I think you hopefully join our Discord. Good morning, JT. Thank you, Slacker, for finally making one of the shows. Nice to... JT says, I'm on time today. Yay. Good. Thank you for joining us. So... Larry Scar. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so here's what happened. I'll tell you a story. I've wanted to play The Man of La Mancha all my adult life. And I knew there was an audition coming up here locally for it, but things got out of hand in November with the election and building the show and doing all this Daily Atheist Morning stuff, and I kind of let it slip, and I thought it was in November, so I forgot all about the audition. And then the night before last, a friend of mine texted me and said, hey man, how'd your audition go? I was like, it didn't go at all. So I sent them, and he reminded me, hey man, it was last night, so I sent them a text message or an email saying, hey, if you got an opportunity, I'd like to, and so they asked me to submit a song. So go in there and, if you can, because I live like 30 miles away. So go in there and just record us a quick thing and, sing for us. Sing! So I sang. Now, these are hard songs, and I was not ready at all. So I got in here in my little studio. This is made for this, not made for singing. And I screamed, I am I Don Quixote, and just kind of Dulcinea, and just blew out my stuff. I mean, I was hard the first time. I thought, there's no way these people are going to call me back. Well, they called me back. But I didn't get the email, and I understand why. There was circumstances, but I didn't get the email that I was getting called back until like 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon for a 6 o'clock callback. I am completely unprepared. So I do kind of warm up on the songs. I get there. I mean, I really hit it hard. I was nice and primed when I got there. I was. And then we did like 30 minutes of movement where we danced and did all this stuff. And then they sent everybody into this other room, me and everybody. And then they called the Cervanteses last at like 9:30. So I was there at 9 o'clock. I was there like 3 hours sitting around. I tried to keep myself. And everybody else had gone in and come out at least once and sang, and I did not. And so I finally went in there and they got ready to do the Dulcinea. And whenever I was supposed to do my solo Dulcinea, I went, I have three, and my voice just fell apart. I barely made it through that song. Whenever it did get to the part where, of course, you know how that works on your brain. You know, even if I weren't already stressed, I was like, oh man, I just had my voice cracked like a 14-year-old. Anyway, so it, yeah, I did manage to hold it together mostly through the last song I got to sing. I got to sing 2 songs. And the last one was the I Am I Don Quixote, which is pretty much, you know, I am I screaming out loud. And I think I didn't do horrible. But man, that was horrible. Well, good morning, Sadie. Do you want to sit with Papa? You want to sit up here with Papa? Okay, come up here with Papa. Well, you got the cameras going. Are the cameras going on auto? Okay. The cameras are going on auto, and you can come up here and sit with Papa. Good morning, everybody. Say good morning to Sadie. This is our camera operator on the show. If you're new to the show, this is Sadie. Is it 4:30? It's not 4:30. It's not 4:30. So this is Sadie. She's our camera operator. She does all the camera. She's the one responsible for the moving up and down and all that business. Keeps me in focus. That's what she does. Skilled labor is hard to come by, so I used unskilled labor. So you want to lay down with Papa? Okay, lay down. She's kind of getting up there. So good morning, Zeng Fuku Sheng Religion Destroyer. How are you doing this morning? It hurts. It hurts. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad. But it hurts. It's like I got a sunburn on my throat. So that's what I'll just tell people. I was yelling at God. Somebody Discord. I think if you do the one of these things, let me try this. Discord. I think I have a command for Discord that will tell you our Discord channel. So if you're not in our Discord, that's one. Yes. Yeah, she's a wonderful puppy dog. Oh my goodness, I love my Sadie. She loves sitting with Papa. She has no idea what she's got. She runs the camera and she's a camera hog. So there's that, you know. As you can tell, the photograph that we've got running down here in the corner is a little dated. Not what she uses on her dating profile. She's really more honest with that in her dating profile. God smote my throat. Yeah, for all the sinning and whatnot I've been doing. Yeah, so I tell you guys, it's going to be hard to kind of get through the whole show in preparation, though, knowing that I was going to. You know, I got stuff. I have stuff. First of all, as you know, we have a poll going on. It is Christmas. You need to see some use God. God equals the square root of -1 says I need to use some good God scream on my throat the next time I'm out screaming at God. I think so. Probably so. Good thinking. Yes, glad you found it. I hope you found it. Oh yeah, there it is. Yes, please join our Discord. Scotty's the one who runs the Discord. I don't know much about it, but I'm trying to learn and develop it because I'm not trying. I'm a slacker. That's a lie straight from the devil. He spoke through me. There's the fire halo. Pardon. Okay, turn off the fire halo. It scares the Christians. I know, Sadie. Yes, Mr. Bigglesworth. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to get the role. I tell you, kids, it would have been so great. I think I really would have had a chance had I been able to hold out my voice. I think I would have, because they didn't have us read. So since I can't act, all they had to do was like dance around a little bit, and I didn't do very well, but I proved that I was willing and agile and clumsy. I proved a lot of things last night. I don't think they're going to call me back. Yeah, so that happened. Good morning, Donald Trump's 34 convictions. Nice to see you there. Always nice to see you around. Thank you for joining us. Left-handed Jedi says Lucifer's lozenges for that smote throat. Guys, I think I've just, thanks to you in the chat, I've just come up with a new idea of line of products for Father Flanagan's. Father Flanagan's God screen and throat lodgings. There we go. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys.
Is your humble parish tired of constant litigation? Drained by bloodthirsty lawyers sucking the collection plate dry? Well, finally, no more threats of jail time and public humiliation. Try Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys. Cute little fellas, eyes and mouth wide with surprise, complete with lifelike tears. Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys, coming to a Walmart near you.
There you go. I'm digging it. So I'm going to steal that. I am absolutely shameless. I love stealing ideas. I will steal that. Oh, okay. Good morning, Just Rosie 5. Nice to have you here this morning. Let me see what you have to say today. Boop. I am new here. Love the title. Sorry about your throat. Might want to look up what happened with the social media, including Discord. CEOs going before Congress. There are alternatives to Discord. That's an interesting thing to note. And I like making notes. Just Rosie, I'll make a note. Alternative to Discord. I don't know. But I'm willing. I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to actually let someone else learn. But 8 people in here. There's more than 8 people. 8 people in where? What are you talking about? Barthelmas? But 8 people's not bad. Hey, if I was streaming at 8 people, that ain't bad. Pardon me again, guys. The throat, it goes. What if Left-handed Jedi asks a question, and I'm so tempted to try because it's part of my brain. My brain wants to know what it would sound like, and I think I could do it. Left-handed Jedi says, what if Jerry Lewis did Don Quixote? And any other day, friends, any other day I would try. Left-handed Jedi, it's kind of mean of you to do that, knowing I'd probably try to. I'm compulsive. Good morning, Clasia789. How are you doing? Did you hear my horror story about my audition? I did an audition yesterday. I blew up my throat, mostly. And I did very poorly. I actually did my best singing in the car on the way. On the way to the audition. And when I got there, I was like, Dawson Blay! And it was kind of went down there. It was unfortunate. But I didn't cry. There was no crying. They said not to cry. Big boys don't cry. Yeah. No, I think I did okay otherwise. Yeah. If they call me back, it's only just a lack of taste on their part, I think. Good morning, Left-handed Jedi. Thank you very much for becoming a bronze level member. I think that's what happened. Thank you, Left-handed Jedi. Appreciate you. I see Left-handed Jedi just sponsored. It'll tell me what's going on. And one of the things was that you guys know me. I get up stupid early. It's like 3 a.m. Yesterday when I got up 3:30. Thank you, Ollie. I blame Ollie, really. It was stupid early. And then I did kind of get a tiny bit of a nap yesterday. And that's when I woke up. Oh, you gifted 5 network memberships. Thank you very much, Left-handed Jedi. You are my hero. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that helps grow and it builds the confidence. Hugs. If I ever meet you in person, I'm going to hug you. It's just, you're just not going to be able to not be hugged. So thank you very much for the membership subscription. It's hot. I can actually feel it from screaming at God yesterday. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. That is wonderful. It's going to do it again. It does it a lot. That's cool though. I appreciate you. Thank you, Left-Handed Jedi. For those of you who don't know, I actually have credits that run at the end of the show, and Kalasia and Left-Handed Jedi and Phil Lister and Paul Kemish are all what I consider executive producers. They help out the show. They go above and beyond, and I'm very grateful to all of you. You're so wonderful. Thank you. Hi, Sadie. Oh, that's what you get for putting dogs on the show. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, she's wagging her butt. She's wiggling her butt. She must be okay. Oh, can you hear her? Oh my goodness, she's a wonderful Sadie. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for the memberships. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. I do have, as predicted, I do have a poll going this morning. Somewhere here. Give me one moment, and I will give up our poll, and I'll put a post and a linky in the post. A link in the chat. All right, so as I was telling you, where I was going, thank you again, Left-Handed Jedi. I very much appreciate you. And good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. If I haven't said hello, thank you very much for being here. Last night, I got there at 6. I didn't sing until 9:30. I didn't get home until 10:30, whatever. You can imagine how, after something like that, I laid there in bed for I don't know how long. I can't tell you how long I laid there, and I was like, Dulcinea. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I'm a little out of it in the headspace this morning, and of course, I was up at 3:30 this morning. Not Ollie's fault. I just, I was like, all right, man, I got to get my ass out of bed. So, guys, bear with me as I do the best I can. Are you okay? Are you ready to go lay down? Is there anybody else? Go over there, lay down with Ollie in the puppy cam area. Good girl, go lay down with Ollie. There we go. Let's see if she's going to lay down in the puppy cam. Nope. But Ollie's over there. Can y'all find Ollie? I'm a puppy cuddler. I'm a puppy cuddler. There's Ollie. He's over there in the little corner wrapped up like a little ball. Good morning. Good morning, Bree. Thank you for joining us. Are we talking infancy gospel? Well, that's a good point. I was kind of hoping to go there. I have some questions actually related to those things. I tried to get my shit together this morning before the show, but I was a little brain dead. But I do have a poll going, and it is related. It's kind of related. I would like to know more about the infancy gospels, because I hear there's some very interesting things that happened. And, the more you know. Can you imagine what I could do something like that with my Evil God Monster of Abraham series? Okay, good morning, Bree, though. Thank you for joining us. I want to say, guys, I don't have any details yet, but there's going to be this 48-hour live stream going on with various non-believer channels over Christmas and Christmas Eve, and my channel is going to be a part of that. So it's going to go from channel to channel to channel and viewer to viewer to viewer, and so we'll hopefully see a swell of people hanging out with us those days. Because yes, I am going to stream on Christmas. I don't take the holiday off. You might be surprised. Odd. In fact, Jesus. Did I read that right? All right. So hi's Bree, and I trust Bree because we go way back. We're like this, whatever that means, but we're like that. And Bree says Jesus came out talking, much verbose. So he came out talking, and then they circumcised him. Can you imagine how that conversation went down? No, I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. Go. No, another shot. Okay, go. Sorry, Kentucky Atheist is here. Got to straighten up. Be nice, everybody. That's hilarious. I crack myself up. Good morning, Kentucky Atheists. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing this morning, buddy? If you guys are not subscribed to Hive Sci, Kentucky Atheists, lots of great channel people here. Go follow them. They're wonderful. Nomad says probably the first time a baby said, God damn it. Like, hey, leave a bit for the ladies, you know? I mean, don't take it all. I wondered, did he walk with a limp after that? I'm going to hell. That's why I'm going to hell right there, folks. Are you okay? You sure wanting to spend a lot of time with... Okay, the people don't mind. They like you sitting with Papa. So here we go. Let's get you up here one more time. I'll pick you up. No, it's okay. Come on, 4:30. Get up here, old girl. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alrighty, you okay? You want to sit here with Papa? Okay, sit here with Papa. Thank you. I love my wonderful puppy. Sorry, guys. I love my dog more than I like you. No. You probably like my dog. Oddly, you do like my dogs more than you like me. Every time the dogs are showed on the screen, I can go look at my metrics, and there's this peak of people liking and loving and all that business. But when it's just me on the show, no peak. Dog, peak. Sadie's like, what the hell, man? Okay, baby, sit down. Okay, so back to our poll that I never got to, guys. Again, I'm a little brain dead. I was up late out hooring, embarrassing myself on stage yesterday. So our poll is, what's the most convincing reason Jesus was not born in December? And I'm going to paste once again, thusly for you, my friends, the link if you want to go let us know. I'm going to refresh the page. Good morning. What do you think he said when they cleared the wound with their mouth? Oh, wow. You know, I mentioned that on a show the other day. Kentucky Atheist, mon ami. I talked about that on the show, and I got my stream was demonetized. Yep. It was like, you said suck the blood off an infant penis one too many times, mister. I was like, all right, damn. Yeah, so you're on the down low. Oh, okay. So, and to compensate for my, lack of sleep and being tired and all that, I've been hitting the coffee, so that makes me I'm speeding my titties off. So if you get the chance, do the poll. The question is, what's the most convincing reason Jesus was not born in December? The first option is shepherds wouldn't be in the field during winter. My understanding is one of the nativity stories tells of how the shepherds were out tending their flock, sleeping, chilling with their flock, romancing the stone. They'd chill with the flock out in the fields during the summer, but they didn't do that sort of thing. And so that's when Jesus was born, when they were chilling. Okay. When the shepherds were out doing the thing. However, that doesn't happen in December because it's all cold and frosty. So they take their romantical relationships inside. Just Rosie said, well, aside from no proof he existed, if you're going strictly by the Bible and the Hebrew culture, then it would be that he died at, 33, yeah, suck it, in the fall. That's true. But again, those of us know, because this is what we're doing, for those of you who are new to the show, what we're doing is this 12 days of the war on Christmas. And, so what we've been talking about is how Christians essentially stole Christmas from everybody, really, pretty much everybody. Even I believe if you consider the virgin birth itself does not originate in Christianity. Horus, I believe, is it Horus or just Horus? Was it Horus? It was Horus, I believe, who was born of a virgin. And then, of course, you've got those translations of the Bible where they're going, well, they didn't actually say she was a virgin. What they said was she's a young girl, a young woman. Based on the translation, well, if she was just a young woman, then where's the miracle? There's no miracle. Young women have babies all the time. Or so I'm told. Never been present when it happens. I'll just trust that it happens. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? So let me try for a moment to catch up on the chat, my friends. That's a cool name. Theophilus. Oh. Pronounced awfulist. Theophilist. Oh, Theophilist. That's awesome. I dig it. That's cool. It took me a moment. You know, I got a cog in there with the chipped tooth. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. That's a cool name, Theophilist. Thank you. It's been a while. Oh, wait. Where's Theophilus? Where'd you go? The Kentucky Atheist is here. You guys need to be alone. Maybe. But, you know, part of the problem is when we kiss, our beards stick together. The last time we had to have somebody with a crowbar pull us apart. But, you know, it wasn't so bad. Unless you're against that sort of thing. I don't say things like that to bother homophobes or Christians, just to bother homophobes. Pronounce Theophilus. That's awesome. I do enjoy that. So I've got this poll. I haven't even got through my poll yet, friends. So our poll this morning is: what's the most convincing reason Jesus was not born in December? I'm not going to look at the chat and be distracted. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. I see Scotty in the chat. He's there. Scotty, hi, Scotty. I did look at the chat. Damn it, I looked at the chat. What's the most convincing reason Jesus was not born in December? Number 1, shepherds wouldn't be in the field during the winter. No lovely time for them. Number 2, the Roman census likely didn't happen. I should stop there. In December. December 25th was chosen to align with pagan festivities. Or number 4, the Bible gives no specific date for Jesus's birth. Let's share this. Can you guys see that? There you go, my homies. Okay, so these are our options. So far, we've had 23 votes. 30% say, you know, shepherds wouldn't be in the field. Good thinking. 4% says Roman census likely didn't happen in December. Good on you guys. It looks like our leading choice, December 25th, was chosen to align with pagan festivals. Somebody in the chat mentioned it yesterday. Oh, Sol Invictus, I believe, something of that nature. Yeah. So, and then of course our last with 48% though, a lot of folk like that one. And then the final option is the Bible gives no specific date for the birth of Jesus. Let's see what our comments here say. Let's check this out real quick. See if there's any held comments. No, not yet. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Let's go here. Published. The least convincing reason is the pagan origins theory. That's been thoroughly debunked. So this individual at Topoi 1274 ever so bravely states that the least convincing reason is I think I'm a little confused on how this is phrased, guys. The least convincing reason is the pagan origins theory. That's been thoroughly debunked. So they are saying that the theory that Christians hijacked pagan things for their Christmas has been debunked. Is that what I'm reading? I think that's what I'm reading. My brain is not quite braining this morning. It hasn't had enough brain juice. Coffee, I love you. You make me glow. My nerves don't like you. What do they know? Anyway, poetry. Anyway, the least convincing reason. So the question. Let me go back to maybe if I read the question. The least convincing reason. I don't know. It sure sounds like a doubter that Christianity hijacked. And if you're one of those people, oh, there's Sol Invictus. Geeky Earl 6942 said that. Joram. Good morning, Joram. I'm going to say this. I can do this. Joram. If I don't say your name right, it's only because of my Texas accent. Arentfit. Joram. Hey, Jay. How you doing, man? Joram, I hope you're, man. Sorry if you're not. Says, thanks, says Jesus didn't exist. I'm still and my just one self that never Buddha proven, letterly known, nobly let's zero. Did I have a stroke? Am I stroking out on the show? Okay. Looks like I just had a mini stroke on the show. No joke. My wife says, don't joke about that. And then she hits me on the head. She does not hit me. Sorry, guys. In front of people. That's bad. I can't joke about that. That's just, she don't joke about that. Sorry, guys. I caught the old Joe. Donald Trump, 34 convictions. Yes, he was talking about early Christians and their beliefs. Yes. Scott Scherer, good morning. Jesus was born on February 30th. See, I don't know. That would also be a time of the year that would be probably almost certainly too cold for at least one of the prophets or one of the gospels to be true. Ha! You're not going to believe this. They conflict. And we'll go over that in a minute. I think my voice is getting warmed up. It don't hurt so much anymore. It will hurt. That you're trying to make me struggle. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I saw some text up there. I think I saw text. Okay, moving on. Yeah, wait, Jesus was pagan. Makes sense to me. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, I don't know if Jesus was pagan. It's interesting. Reads like a pagan if you know what the pagan was, because they were the ones who were like the ones who lived outside the city and they didn't take to the religion, so they were considered hillbilly kind of folk. Anyway, Drinkwater, good morning. Drinkwater says, I think Trump is a poor choice for president. That's awesome. Me too. What do you think about God? Just curious. We're not really talking about Trump. We can talk about Trump. We have talked about Trump. I haven't really focused on Trump. I'm not. So right now I got my own, part of the reason why we have Trump is because of the Christian right, because the GOP conservatives sold us out for the religious vote. And they sold out our women and our children in schools so they could get that religious vote. And now, in exchange for that, they're allowing the religious people to impose their theocracy on us by the birth control stuff, the abortion issues, the 10 Commandments in school, all that bullshit. So rather than going at Trump, I'm going at his base. It's a war of attrition. So, fun for the whole family. Wizards have been thoroughly debunked. That's what I heard. A righteous theocracy would be good, says Drinkwater. We had that. Didn't we have that? It was called the Dark Ages. It was called the Dark Ages. That's right, people. I'm a funny son of a bitch. All right, I got a video, though, for you. It's one of those videos I made a long time ago. So it's not really the amazing. I mean, it's a long time ago. So, but this is the top 10 reasons atheists celebrate Christmas. Now, of course, I know me. I don't really generally speak for all atheists. And there you can imagine there's a bit of satire and whatnot. I haven't watched it. I was like, what are we going to do today? I don't know. Let me see if I can find another Chris to talk for me for a few minutes so I could take a break. That's kind of how it all went down. I tried, Joram. I tried, man. John McCann, thank you for joining us. All you wonderful people, I appreciate you. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to run this video here. And this is the top 10 reasons. Now, I'm almost certainly going to update this. This could be like every year you could do this, but we'll see. His messenger says the church or house of the Lord cannot be destroyed. Have you not seen the pictures on the internet? It gets destroyed all the time. Hurricanes. You should keep up, really. Cut in here before. Actually, matter of fact, his messenger, I just want to point out. Let me just do this real quick. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to hijack our show with some serious BS today. But his messenger says, once again, the house church of the Lord cannot be destroyed. I just want to mention the last 2 school shootings have both happened in Christian schools. Your God, I think, is angry with you. And I can tell you probably why he's angry with you. Because if you're a Christian and you voted for Donald Trump and the people who do those things, the fascists who oppress our women and do those things, I have a notion about what Christianity should be based on what it should be. And Christianity turned its back on everybody here in the United States. The Christians love the fetus. They hate the baby. They hate the woman. I think part of, I don't really believe this, guys. I do not believe that Jeebus is punishing Christians by having school shooters in their thing. No, the reason why it's happened is because the proliferation of the guns, because of the right-wing gun nuts and the right-wing GOP and all that business. It's all tied in together. Now that I just wanted to mention, the last two have been in Christian schools. So whenever you took God out of school, no, we did not. And part of the deal is the people, when you give people who are, like mentally unstable already, a religion that worships a book like the Holy Bible, you gotta expect some rough outcomes. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. All right, so let's watch this video here. Let's just jackass talk for a minute. Go, jackass. Go, gadget jackass.
Okay, I want to cut in here before your regularly scheduled program and tell you that today, Christmas Day, December 2019, I was sitting downstairs editing the video you're about to watch, and much to my surprise, I got my very first Patreon supporter, Henrik Marvin Badger. Thank you very much. He's my first supporter. A digital hug from far away. Hug. Thank you, sir. Of course, I appreciate all my supporters, everybody who watches and puts up with me and debates with me and enjoys the show. I really...
Henrik, if you're watching, thank you. Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to me, 2019. 2019, that was cinco años ago, mon ami. Right? That's a long time, many moons. I'm a little more fluent on the camera than I was then. Still dashing, though. Go, jackass.
Appreciate you all. But the Patreon guys, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Daily Atheist. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the top 10 reasons why atheists celebrate Christmas. Stick around.
I skipped that nasty thing.
Okay, before we get too far along, I want to mention that the more subscribers I get from this video, the brighter Rudolph's nose will get. So click that subscribe button.
You gotta subscribe.
Notification bell. Help Santa stay safe.
Help Santa.
Now, on with the show. This may come as a surprise to you, but despite being all about atheism, I still like celebrating some aspects of Christmas. And I'm not the only one. There's actually a great many atheists out there who still...
Have you guys seen Santa Baby sung right? Oh. I may start touching myself, right? That's good shit right there. Sorry, kids.
Celebrate Christmas as well, to one degree or another. Of course, we don't worship baby Jesus or any of that, but we do seem to really enjoy doing all the pagan things the Christians stole and jammed into the holiday they call Christmas. I made a video called The 12 Ways Christians Stole Christmas, which covers that topic specifically. But that's not why we're here today. As mentioned, we're going to cover the top 10 reasons why atheists celebrate Christmas. So, on we go. Okay, just to let you know, I did an extremely unscientific poll on Facebook, and that's where I got the following suggestions from. So blame them. And these are really not in any specific order. These are really quite subjective. And, but what we can do is this. After the video, let me know which one you think should have been number one, and we'll leave it at that. And check out the presents the Santa wife got me. A beard maintenance kit. Which I can...
Nobody can hear me talk because I got the button pushed. I know. Look at me. Good morning. Thank you, Vic, for hooking me up. Native Atheist, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Man, where you been? You been hiding? Don't be hiding. Master Pastor, be nice. If they bounce you, you bounce you. Jerry Moore, thank you for joining us. Did you misspell atheist before? Native atheist, you've been hiding. Thank you all, wonderful people, for joining us. Let me catch you up. Let me just catch up briefly on the chat here. Simply Secular Dave. So Just Rosie says, I started doing gift day ages ago. I mean, it's all fun and games anyway, so I just don't confuse Christianity with it. Well, in my current family, my family, from whence I came, we usually did the Christmas. Not a lot of Jesus. It was all Santa and presents and stuff. I can't say there was really any Jesus. My wife's family now, whom I do Christmas with, there's no Jesus. It's all Santa and white elephant and that sort of thing. Fun. I enjoy Christmas. I always have. It's fun. And then knowing, because I know things. That's what I do. I drink coffee and I know things. And I know that Christians stole Christmas. I mean, like every aspect from their book actually says, hey, don't do this. Do not go and take trees from the forest and decorate them with silver and gold or whatever. It says don't do this. Because there were pagans doing this back in the Old Testament days. And they tell us, so I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. If I were a guy, if I were a thinking man. Hey, look at the tree, says I've got access to property. We can do that. What are we doing? What are we doing? The hell you guys go? You guys partying up some kind of I don't know what's going on. Oh, a camping trip for atheists. That's a great idea. We could go out and sin in the forest. I haven't sinned in the forest in a long time. That bear is still like, what the fuck just happened? It came out of nowhere. It was screaming and was naked. It assaulted me and ran away. Bear is traumatized, laying on a couch in a therapist's office. That's what happens. Or is that not what you guys are talking about? Y'all talking about something else? That's what I like. Sitting in the woods, sitting naked. Ooh, we could, you know what we could do? Oh, we could replicate one of Abraham's covenant with the Lord in the forest. We could build small altars to the Lord. And then we could bring out some bulls and unalive them and catch the blood in some bowls, and then we could sprinkle it all over the worshipers as they worshipped. Not all over the worshipers. Half of it goes to the altar. You have to pour half the blood on the altar. If you don't know this, how can you not know this? You got to pour half of it on the altar, then half of it on the worshipers who are going, holy, holy is the Lord, holy, holy is the Lord, holy, holy is the Lord. That's what we're going to do in the forest. And drink Bud Light. Because, are you okay? Are you okay, my beautiful Sadie? Sadie's here, guys. If you're new and you're just picking up to the show, Sadie's here, and she's extra lovey-dovey on Papa this morning. So, Master Pastor says something misogynistic. Carry on until you get your ass banned by a mob. Robert Madewell. Yeah, no. Let me do this. Robert, you're all right, man. Chill. You're cool. No need of that. We don't need any of that. You did all right. You ain't done nothing wrong. You're fine. You guys are all fine. Yeah, because I saw what happened the other day, and it wasn't really cool. So I'm just saying. And you know what? He may be back tomorrow if he wants to be. I've been up late. I had an audition. I was tired. I blowed out my voice. I'm sleepy. I'm grumpy. I'm just not going to put up with any abusive nonsense in my chat this morning is all. Just kind of me. Thank you. Doing things like being the head of the household and being expected to lead the family, start the fire, sit at the head of the table, cut the turkey. Those kinds of things. All the... Left-handed Jedi says, Guinness, not Bud Light. I understand. We can we'd have to wrap it in Bud Light labels though, because of their relationship with Bud Light, the right and all that. So, He did tag us both. He tagged me and Kentucky. Now, if y'all want me to, I think I can turn him back on here if you want. I just didn't want him getting ugly with Robert. Robert's cool. So if you want, I can unhide him on the channel. I'll do that and see. He'll probably be pissed. Rightfully so. Master Dean, I don't know if he's scared of girl. Don't turn him on. That's right. Kentucky atheist, the concussion atheist. Oh, that's right, man. It says don't turn him on. Yeah, he doesn't. I think he has an issue with women, my friends. Let's go back to the top 10 reasons why Christians or atheists, celebrate Christmas. On this video here, let's make sure this is Jackass talking. Okay, here we go.
Those are just that alone is enough for them to find joy.
Okay. All right, let's go here. Back up. We got distracted by Master Pastor.
People, just the tradition of doing things,
Okay,
like being the head of the household and being expected to lead the family, start the fire, sit at the head of the table, cut the turkey, those kinds of things. All those are just that alone is enough for them to find joy in the holiday.
I was saying this yesterday. We were saying this. If you were watching earlier, this video is almost to the day 5 years old. Almost to the day. I guess it's a week from today will be to the day. Right? Something like that. To the day. And I was like, son of a bitch, if I was that old then, I've always been old, people. Just know I've been old.
Gift giving and receiving. You knew gift giving and receiving was going to be on this list, right? Technically, I could count each on its own, as some people specifically like giving and some specifically like getting. And the differences between the two are surprisingly stark. But I decided to go ahead and just lump them into one, for obvious reasons. So number 9 on our list is gift giving. Number 8 on our list is spending time with family. I know. Some people actually like their family, and for reasons which baffle the introvert in me.
No doubt. I have no idea.
Time with him. Like in person even.
In person.
I know, it's creepy.
Icky.
But they do it. Okay.
And listen, this was before the cooties came out. And I felt that way. So just know. And that's with my own family.
Okay, all right. All kidding aside, I did actually enjoy the holidays when I was younger, in that it was often the only time I would get to see certain family members. Number 7 on our list is the food. The food is one of the biggest draws for me. I love the turkey and the stuffing, the mashed taters, all covered in white gravy and just the right amount of salt and pepper. Other people, heretics, prefer the brown gravy, but I'm a live and let live kind of guy. My brother-in-law's family even gave me a shirt one year for Christmas that says, as a matter of fact, I will have more mashed potatoes. I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I was going to show it to you, but I lost it somewhere.
I still found it. Mashed taters. Oh, my goodness gracious, mashed taters. I look forward to the food, folks. We ain't talking about that. We're having a war on Thanksgiving. Or Christmas. Thanksgiving? I know what month it is, guys. I do. We're having a war on Christmas. We're not supposed to be enjoying it. Oh, wait. That's the whole video is about. Why atheists enjoy Christmas. Okay, fine.
Mashed taters. Some people like cranberry.
I know, right? Thanksgiving food, Christmas food. Thanks. Drink water. If I'm familiar with your posts, I think we probably may disagree on many things, but Thanksgiving food, I think we could probably come together over. AR, good morning. Thank you for joining us. And look at the trees. Good morning. Look at the trees. Thank you for being here and joining us. I just want to catch y'all up, guys. I had an audition yesterday, sort of like a surprise musical theater audition. So I went and sang a lot, and my voice is sunburned from yelling at God. So this other Chris on the screen is trying to help me keep from talking too much. It's not working. I talk too much.
Yuck. And fruitcake, yuck. Gave me a shirt one year for Christmas that says, as a matter of fact, I will have more mashed potatoes. I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I was going to show it to you, but I lost it somewhere. Mashed taters. Some people like cranberry, yuck. And fruitcake, yuck. But give me some good old mashed taters, dressing, and gravy, and I am done. Fat, dumb, and happy. Snappy time. Okay, number 6 on our list is helping others. A great many people take satisfaction from helping others during the holidays. Now, gift giving can be a form of helping others.
depending on the gift. But I'm talking specifically about giving, doing, or helping with no goal other than doing good for someone else and lifting them out of a situation. Number 5 on our list is that it's an official holiday. It gets you off from work and school. Who can argue with that? I mean, I don't think I need to elaborate too much here. One of the best perks to the holidays is for those who don't have to go to do the dreaded thing at the place with the stuff or the people. You know, you get to stay home and chill, possibly even with family members you like. Win-win. Number 4, enjoying the pagan celebrations. Some people really enjoy doing things like dressing up as Santa Claus, singing holiday songs, kissing under the mistletoe, putting a Yule log on the fire, and just doing the things which made Christmas a holiday worthy of being stolen by the Christians. Number 3 on our list, we love the lights and decorations. Some people, such as myself, specifically enjoy the lights associated with Christmas. That was one of the biggest things in my family, driving around and looking at all the fancy lights. In fact, when I was young, living back in Texas, I'm sure it's still there, there was this one house on the other side of town that had tons and tons of lights and decorations, and they would deck out the entire house and the acre of land surrounding it in this elaborate set of scenes celebrating the various sides of Christmas. From Santa and Rudolph to the baby Jesus in the manger. They had it all. In Albuquerque, they really embrace some of the Mexican or Southwest traditions like the Candelarias, which those are some of my favorites. I really enjoy doing the Candelarias. Number 2 is just the nostalgia, reconnecting with childhood memories. Did you have a dad or uncle who would play Santa and sneak in and deliver presents, and now for you it's just nostalgia and you want to give that same nostalgia to your child? And what about going to the mall and sitting on Santa's lap? For some people, that was a wonderful time, and they, even though they don't believe in baby Jesus, they want their child to experience the same nostalgia associated with that, so they'll do those kinds of things. All the magic in the memories associated. And number 1, it's an all-around fun holiday. You can celebrate it with your friends and family and do things, obviously, without any god or gods. Number 1 really is a mixing of all of the above to cater to your desire for the holidays. You know, food, family, the mall Santa, being Santa, all of it. That's the biggest, best thing. No wonder why pagans enjoyed it, Romans enjoyed it, and now atheists and Christians and everybody else and their dog enjoy it, because it's just a fun thing to do. So I have a few bonus reasons why atheists don't enjoy Christmas as a holiday. And number 1 bonus reason. Okay, I forgot that I had bonus reasons. Good luck to all of you. I don't know what this guy's going to say, so we'll just see. We'll find out together. Oh,
that they don't enjoy Christmas is that it's a huge lie, and parents are too lazy or ignorant to actually be honest with their kids. Their thinking is, believe it or not, there are other ways to be with family and friends besides giving in to this monster that is Christmas. Number 2 bonus reason why atheists don't enjoy Christmas is because it's associated with bad memories. They may have lost a loved one or otherwise had a nightmare of a holiday season in their past, making them dread the entire season. Some people I've spoken to have exactly that thing. Number 3 would be that it can be a lonely holiday. Having so many people celebrating the holidays all around them, happy friends and family, doing the things at the places with the stuff that people can amplify a person's sense of loneliness.
Well, come here.
So all of those things. And then there's the number 4th bonus reason why atheists and other people don't like celebrating Christmas is because it's just a big cash grab by the corporations. It's all laid out just to make money for the rich and take advantage of the suckers.
Okay.
You know, so there's that. So there it is, my top 10 reasons, aggregated from a Facebook post of reasons why atheists or pagans or non-believers celebrate Christmas. So there's that. And I had a few bonus reasons as well why some people.
Okay, that's enough of that, Jack. Yes. Yeah. Oh, hi, Ollie. You guys saw Ollie. Yes, Ollie. Apparently, my lap is now puppy cam. Sadie and Ollie are now both in my lap. They do this from time to time. Yes. Oh, yeah. For those of you who haven't met Ollie, he's real. He's an Ori. I went out to the blind forest and I used treats and caught him, and he's an Ori. Yep, he's the Ori Ollie. He's our computer engineer on the show. Yeah, so he's. Let's see here. Yes, he's a cute puppy. So, drink water. Yes, yes on the Thanksgiving food. Wonderful stuff. Little disagreements probably on, the whole nature of religion, the universe, God, women, everything. Understood. But otherwise, Thanksgiving dinner, man, we got this. The lap of luxury. That's right. I don't really have enough lap, it's just not enough room for more dogs. But hey, they're comfortable. And Sadie, the older she gets, and when she sits here and she's like, let me see you, Papa. And I'm like, okay. Because, I'm one of those that think about those things, like there'll come a time in the not too distant future where I won't be able to say, okay. Sad, Chris. Yes, my puppy dog. So good morning, everybody, to the puppy dogs. If you feel like it, you can click the link below and buy a pup cup and vote for Employee of the Month. We do give them, and Sadie has won every month so far. So Sadie's been the winner of But Ollie, I gotta say, Ollie's really getting close. He's gaining on her. He's cute though. So there's that. Let me go back to our poll, guys, and see how our poll is doing. I'm waking up and the coffee's wearing off, sort of. So I'm not as bad as I was. Master Pastor says, way to go, Dave, with your surface level understanding of Christianity. Way to go, buddy. Master Pastor would know surface level understanding of Christianity when he sees it. Based on his understanding, I know, puppies, there's just not enough room here for both puppy dogs. So, okay, all right, guys. Sorry, let me get I have a staff meeting. All right, guys. Okay, come on. Get down for Papa. Get down. Go over there. Go over there in the puppy cam. I'll put the heater over there for you. Okay, here's the heater. There you go. Okay. Go lay down over there. Good puppies. Now they're going to skull fuck me. Which means, they sit here and they watch me and they'll look at me, and Sadie will sit on one side and she'll look up at me with those big puppy dog eyes and that great little face. And then Ollie will be down there and he'll go, they'll just keep at it, guys. They'll keep at it. They are persistent. Anyway, so I really did have the dogs in my lap. Yeah, Sadie. Yeah, I don't know how it happens. Good morning, Ahmad. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. I remember you vaguely. I remember you have a circular argument for a redundant point. Did you bring it back? I bet you brought it back. You're going to bring back the same argument you had last time. But that's okay. Cool. Man, that's cool. That's cool. Bring it. Maybe it's evolved. Maybe you'll convince me this time. But man, just be gentle because the chat goes fast. It's hard to read everything. I just happen to catch them every now and then as it goes by. He knows how to open the door. He just doesn't know how to close it. Yes. So good morning. I want to say everybody, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining me this morning. So far, let me go back to our poll again. As I was saying, our poll, there is a link to our poll. If you haven't voted yet, go vote. The question is, what's the most convincing reason Jesus was not born in December? Options are shepherds wouldn't be in the fields during winter. The notion is that in the winter, shepherds would go, or in the summer, shepherds would spend the evenings, the nights out with the flock, romantic interludes under the moonlight. You know how it is. With the flock. That's fun. I'm funny so much. Anyway, but they didn't do that during the winter. And allegedly that's what was happening when Jesus was born. So if that's what happening when Jesus was born, then he couldn't have been born in December. Number 2, the Roman census likely didn't happen in December. Okay. I don't think that's a very small list. Good morning, Richard, Demolished Doctrine. Thank you for joining us. And Anthony Fremont. Good morning. Saying he was born in a warm, pleasant season kind of ruins that suffering Messiah born in a cold, cruel winter month mindset. It really does. The whole, we've been persecuted from the start thing falls apart, doesn't it, Anthony Fremont? Thank you for joining us this morning. Niall Ahmad says, I just wanted to say I appreciate how you are rejecting the Christian Christmas invention. This is clearly something which has got to do with paganism, some similar to birthday celebrations, etc. This is why Muslims don't believe this. They wouldn't because of, it's just like they don't celebrate the birth of any other prophet before Muhammad, right? So I don't see why they would celebrate Christmas. So I get that. Cool. Now, you just missed it. I ran a video a few moments ago as to the top 10 reasons why atheists actually do celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. Not so much, Christmas, like the Christ part, but we do the Mass part. Well, not if you can count it as like a Catholic, but you know what I mean. We give presents, we take presents. But it's all just in the spirit of the season kind of thing. It has nothing to do with religion or faith or Jesus or none of that business. Baby Jesus, none of that. So yeah, doesn't happen. Now we actually, as many atheists are and have been doing, as me and my wife move towards doing our own kind of thing for Christmas, pardon me, and not doing the whole thing with family. We're really starting to do more of a solstice, more of a winter solstice. We'll give our gifts sometime before the solstice or around the solstice this year. Looks like something. What the hell is wrong? All right, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, but the options were shepherds wouldn't be in the fields. Roman census not likely. December 25th was chosen to align with pagan festivities. Sol Invictus was the best one I saw so far. And the Bible gives no specific date for Jesus' birth, but there are descriptions. Interesting notion, the whole idea that a star in the sky could stop in one place and hover, or whatever they claim. Yeah, that would actually be an interesting claim for supernatural intervention. Or not supernatural, extraterrestrial intervention. It wasn't a star, it was a spaceship leading them to the chosen one, whose DNA has been infused with mammutus. I did that all by myself. Let's see here. Now, here's the deal. Master Pastor says, now our moderators usually kind of frown on preaching in the chat, but Master Pastor he is quite eloquent. He says, all praise, honor, and glory go to our Lord and risen Savior, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. His wrath is holy. I'm just curious because, this group, his wrath, isn't that funny? His wrath is holy. Sometimes you prove my point for me. Anyway, but not really preaching so much, just kind of exposing what we say about the religion is true. Was it Nazareth? Are you sure? Are you sure it's Nazareth? Chris Fairley says you are all slave worthy and you owe him. I'm just kind of coming in the middle of that. I don't know. That could go either way, man. That could be an atheist talking to a Christian. That could be a Christian talking to an atheist. That could be a Christian talking to a Christian. Master Pastor, yes, I'm bound. Yeah, but yeah, you're bound to do something. Ember says, not to mention the literal hundreds of other dying and rising gods and kings were born on December 25th according to their respective legend. I know, right? The whole Jesus born on Christmas thing is just on that particular day is crazy. I mean, I don't know that there are a lot of real Christians. I thought everybody kind of knew. Didn't you know? I guess I should have made the question, did you know? Thank you for subscribing. Mr. Warlight, thank you for joining. Mr. Warlight, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the damnation. The global flood is confusing. How some people didn't notice it or record it. Yeah, there's this, not that it's confusing. It just never happened. That's no confusion. No confusion. Well, here's the deal. At best, it would be like global in their mind. And since they stole it from the Babylonian story of Gilgamesh, I don't really know that it matters. I saw that pardon me, let me just catch up here. Hi. Richard says, the Hebrew zodiac is reflected in the tribes. Jesus is born in the tribe of Reuben, the bull, same as Taurus, the bull, that is late spring. Late spring. That would be like March, April, Mayish. Yeah, but here's the deal. Master Pastor, whenever you say all that stuff, all praise and glory and honor and risen, blah, 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 this group of people doesn't necessarily appreciate that kind of talk. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not really going to resonate with us. So who are you saying it for? When you say, all praise, honor, and glory go to God and risen Savior Jesus Christ, oh, his wrath is holy. Who are you saying? You're not saying that for me. Maybe for me to read on the show. You're not saying it really to convince anybody. So are you saying it to impress Jesus? Just like whenever you open your videos to me, you always open them on the Holy Bible, thinking maybe if Jesus is watching, he'll go, look at this, watch, come here guys, look at this shit, watch. He even opens it with the Bible. Look, there it goes, there's the Bible. Did you see that? Is that how you think Jesus works? Do you imagine Jesus is up there going, watch, he's going to type. You see what he just typed? Damn, that atheist. That shit burn. Oh, that burn. And what I need to do is like magically make some burn cream appear for that. No? Okay. All right. Is that what you think happens? You're not doing it for me. You're not doing it for my audience. You're either doing it for yourself or you're just kissing Jesus's ass. Huh? How's that work? I'm just curious, because I'm not convinced. You're not convinced. Well, you may be convinced. I think, as you know, and I don't normally say directly things ugly, but I think that this religion, Christianity, and especially the Old Testament, the God of the Old Testament, is a hateful, evil monster. And from what I know, and I've seen in your videos and the way you talk and present yourself and all that, you're a hateful person. I don't normally talk like that to folk, but you are. I'm sorry. You're just like a hateful person. Everything, every encounter is hateful. You spew hate every time you come into my chat. You're just a hateful person. And I think that you and that religion are kind of a match made in hell. That's what I think. If I were a thinking man, I have not been accused of that lately. So Vic Liz says, interesting hypothesis I've heard opposed by anthropologists is witnessing, testifying, and the usual preaching to atheists is a ritual to reaffirm their religious attachments. Yeah, sometimes it's more about it's more about trying to impress their God. Imagine this, guys. You're out mowing the lawn and you're pushing the mower and you're going around, and everything you do while you mow the lawn, you have this notion that maybe you're doing it for like an employer or a boss. So you're out there mowing the lawn, and everything you do, there's eyes watching you. If you stumble, if your hat blows off in the wind and you have to go pick it up, everything you do, the most powerful eyes that are watching you all the time. That's what you got with religion. No matter what you're doing, where you are, Jesus, God is always there, always watching you. It's like the boss is always there. I remember one time whenever I was of the Christian faith, and me and the wife I had at the time were kind of trying to figure out how to, work around certain things. Somebody told us that they said, hey man, anything a husband and wife do in the closed doors of their bedroom, God does not look in there. And I was like, oh, really? And the wife is like, damn. Anyway, man, good morning, PK. I don't want to say your name. I caught that one. Even I caught that one. Yeah. Hey, Oku. I saw you there, Oku. Oku Beanside, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm not sure what you got going on there with Richard, but you guys go on about yourself. The interesting thoughts. You guys, I tell you what, you guys should get a room. Anyway, so Mr. Warlight, thank you. Spent 10 minutes trying to figure out if he's a Christian. Then I read the channel description. You trying to figure out if I was a Christian? Are you Mr. Warlock? So, all right, I want to say I gotta go over this, brother. I gotta go over this. The channel is the Daily Atheist Media Network. Up here, it says the Daily Atheist, if I had a little ball, the Daily Atheist Morning Show. The Daily Atheist Morning Show. How long? Let me see here. Let me read and see how slow you are. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out if he's a Christian. The Daily Atheist Morning Show. That's catchy. But no, I'm sorry, man. If you, I mean, baby Jesus did what? There was no baby Jesus. I don't actually believe there was a baby Jesus myself. I'm just saying. Simply Secular Dave says you have a sideways cross on your t-shirt. Maybe. Maybe, I guess I kind of do. Yeah, I guess I do. It's a Zia. Yes. So Donald, let's see, catch here. Donald Trump. Oh, you got that. Beanside, any responses? Good morning, everybody. PK says, I'm a non-believer, but I do like some Catholics and Muslims. You know, I too am a non-believer, and like many lions of the ancient Rome, I enjoy a good Christian every now and then. Never a Baptist or a Mormon there. You know, I have to say, it's a thing, isn't it? Gene, good morning. Do you think Jesus didn't exist? Good morning, Gene. That's a new name. I haven't seen you before. Good morning. Thank you for subscribing. You had to subscribe to speak. You can unsubscribe later. Do I think Jesus didn't exist? Yes. I suspect Jesus didn't exist. That's what I suspect. And I'm not a scholar on that, but I have some friends who are, and I'm going to lean into their research and stuff and say that I think that he didn't exist. Niall asks, Chris, can you answer my question? Niall, I'm sorry, I didn't even see your question. Again, man, the chat goes too fast. I occasionally pop down and I see something and I read it, but if it goes by and I don't read it immediately, I don't see it. And you're wanting me to stop and address you and then like literally stop the entire show to focus on your one question that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about on the show. We've been through this before. We've literally had you say this to me in the chat before. Chris, are you going to address my question? Maybe what you should do is get out like a notepad and save that shit over there so you don't get the carpal tunnel typing it over and over and over again in my chat. You know what I mean? Just copy and paste over. Okay. And that way, like next week when I see you again, and hopefully I'll see you again, you'll come in and you'll be like, I don't even have to type that shit over again. I'll be like, copy paste. Chris, will you just answer my question? And I'll say, Niall, guess what? I didn't even see your question. Sorry, brother. But again, you know, is it part of what we're talking about? Is it related to what we're talking about? It may be related to what we're talking about. I don't know. Yes. That Mr. Warlight says that is good. You are good. I mean, you used your power of deduction well after the whole took you 10 minutes to figure out but no, I'm with you. Mr. Warlock says, I can tell this guy was at least Christian in his 30s before he became an atheist. Well, good one. That's a good one. Yeah. I mean, I did mention that one of my wives back when I was a Christian, it doesn't put me in my 30s, but, you know, it does put me as to, yeah. I mean, so, yeah, I was Christian. I would tell you about how I became a non-Christian, but the crowd doesn't like it when I strip on stream. You have to sign up for my OnlyFans down in the description down below. Trina is like disappointed every time. There's no OnlyFans link down there. I'm like, Trina, you're going to hell, girl. Tiger Shark, good morning. How are you doing today? Let me check our little poll going on here. I notice we have for the weekend. Do you have a lot of? We're going to shift to. Tomorrow's going to be a big surprise on the show. You're going to be surprised because we're doing the 12 days of the war on Christmas. But tomorrow, things change. I know, right? We're going to have fun. The question is, do you have a lot of sinning planned for the weekend? So far, 44% say yes. sin safely, my friends. If you whore around with people you know. Wear condominiums. Do that sort of thing. Sin safely. Number 2, no has 28. You have no sinning planned? Come on. You can tell us. I mean, you don't have to tell us about which sock you use. Well, we know. Master Pastor, we know. Or number so for 44% says yes, they have plenty of sinning to do. 28% says no sinning. Liars. You're going straight to hell just for your lying alone. Can I say that? YouTube. I can say that. All right, so option number 3, ain't telling, has 15% of the vote. You sneaky bastards. I want to go where you're going. And then, of course, 13% of the vote says actually all of the above. You, my friends, yes, there's a cloud of smoke. To sin or not to sin? That is the question. I don't want to end the poll. I just wanted to get out of the way. So thank you guys for answering that poll, and to our new subscribers. Let me see here. Nail Ahmad says, okay, Beanside, you keep saying the same thing I am saying. If you believe there is no afterlife, then you believe no justice will be done. A mafia member and a 1-year-old will have the same end. Okay, all right, hold on a second. Okay, all right. Let's Niall, we'll play this game for just a few minutes, okay? I had a rough day yesterday. I was like sinning, and then I was yelling at God so much because I hate him and all that yesterday, so much that I actually got sunburned in my throat from yelling at God. And then I did it all late in the afternoon, all the way until like 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30 before I got to bed. And I get up super early to start sinning really early. So I'm really tired. I'm kind of grumpy. I had an audition yesterday and I didn't realize it. And I went out and I blew out my voice, and my voice is sunburned from all the singing. And so just give me a break. I'm going to do this though. You want to know, from an atheist standpoint, what do you believe will happen to an innocent 1-year-old who died with a lot of pain in the afterlife? All right, I want to do this. This is the yes. And the question goes on. Will they have the same end as the biggest mafia member who goes completely against the law and kills innocents? Yes, they will. That's the whole deal. Whenever, in my perspective, I only speak from my perspective as an atheist. My perspective as an atheist, as somebody who doesn't believe in God. Do you remember, Ahmad, what it felt like? Do you remember what it felt like before you were born? That's what it feels like. That's what each of those individuals are going to experience forever. It's almost like a sleepless dream, a dreamless sleep. Just blackness, warm, nothing. Just nothing, brother. Nothing. Yeah, both of them. Why? I mean, how many good people go through this life? And I just don't understand where you're going with that kind of point. Like, there's so many people who do bad in the name of religion, and you can't say which one is right and which one is wrong. Who's going to go to hell and who's not going to go to hell? Whose hell is burning pits of fire and whose hell is just the absence of God? You guys can't figure out none of that stuff. None of it. But what I can tell you is what I believe. When both of those individuals become unalived, that's what they'll experience. The same thing you experienced before you're born. Nothing. You shouldn't be afraid of anything. That's why you, my friends, should actually embrace atheism. It's not that you're going to get away with everything. That's actually religion that does that. Look at Christianity. Look at Islam. Look at Judaism. Look at those religions where they've got this God that is a mean, vile, vengeant, horrific God. Horrific. And do you not worry about going to hell? Do you not worry about offending your God? Do you not? I feel, I could be wrong, that you got to have some kind of doubt. I mean, every Christian, you got to have some kind of, every Christian, theist, believer out there on your deathbed. Are you 100% sure that you were the right kind of Christian? You were the right kind of Muslim? You were a Sunni Muslim, not a Shia Muslim. You did it right, because the Shia ones are going to go burn in hell. The women Muslims who did things wrong are going to be hung from their heads, from their hair right? And in pits of fire and that sort of thing, right? So you're going to come in here, you're going to like try to judge it. Oh, in an atheist view, an innocent baby gets to the same mafia guy gets off easy, essentially, is where you're going for this. But in reality, what happens is, sadly, all those religious people who do horrific things to everybody all over the world, all the time, for thousands of years, all of those people will experience the same end. None of them will burn in hell. None of them, sadly. You know, some of them probably really deserve it. Looking at you, Jerry Falwell, wherever the hell you are. You know what I mean? So, sadly, none of that will ever happen because there is no hell. They won't. They've just wasted their life praying, putting their face in the sand 5 times a day, trying to figure out which way is east, when they could have been living their life. And there's nothing there. Or you're going to kind of justify some kind of way that this God of yours, this God monster, is somehow going to give that innocent child its way into heaven. Or the bad guy's going to go. I can try and catch the chat and see where you're going with this. Let's see if I can see where you're going with this. See where I'm wrong. Anybody out there going, am I wrong, or do I get a hell yeah? Or like, Chris has gone off the rails again. Your argument is that there are many religions. This is that's not. No, there are many religions. That's not my argument, though. You're making this complex. All you have to do is follow the prophet's life in the Quran. They will enter paradise. No. That's right. You say that, but you said the way you say it is wrong. So why follow the law if there's no hell? Why follow the law? We can figure out which hell exists. See, that's the problem. That's what worries me about you religious people, is that you seem to think that if your God isn't there telling you what's right and what's wrong, you can just do any of the most horrific things you want. Why would you think that? Do atheists really do that? Atheists, and you should look this up. Ahmad. Atheists are the smallest percentage in the U.S. prisons as far as all the religions. They used to say we were like 2% of the people in the religion, of the church. It's actually more like 0.5%. You should go look this up. There's a reason we live in society. We have rules and ways. If you were raised with decent parents who weren't about godly, weird nonsense, who just taught you how to be a good person, how to treat women right, how to respect other people. That's all you need. You don't need some God. And you can't tell me that the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran and the God of the New Testament, the Old Testament, the Quran, you can't tell me that God is moral compared to our society. You cannot. I mean, your God, and you don't want to talk about it, but your God, if you're Muslim, and I know you are from what you've seen, your God commands the unaliving of innocence. He does. And anybody who doesn't believe in him, that's what you've said, as long as you submit to him, you'll be okay. But if you don't submit to him, what happens? What happens to you if you don't submit to him? Or if you do it wrong, what if you think you're submitting to him correctly and you do it wrong? Thank you for Left-Handed Jedi. For the $5 super chat. Says, in the beginning, humans created God in their image. And if you look at the Old Testament, humans, you admit, if you're watching, you admit humans are we can be bad people. Religious people, you cannot argue that having a religion, whether it be Christian, Muslim, Judaism, you cannot argue that being religious makes you more peaceful. Au contraire, mon frère. I could quite successfully argue that having your religion makes you more likely to be violent. I want you to answer in the question for me, Nal Ahmad. Answer for me in the question, just answer one question for me. How many people did Muhammad personally unalive by removing their heads? He unalived a certain number of people personally with his own sword. They were captives of a tribe that they had conquered, and they brought them out in groups of 5 and unalived them personally with his sword. Innocent, captured people of a village. He did it. Muhammad. How many did he kill? Let me know in the chat. And go on with your whatever you're going on with about your Muhammad and your stuff. Somebody, thank you very Left-Handed Jedi, brother. I got all carried away. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. In the beginning, humans created God in their own image. That's right. So I did read it. It's just, me, I get carried away. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't go off on Islam very often. I am very passionate about it. I suspect, Ahmad, I know things about your religion you don't know. Did you answer my question? I'm curious, Ahmad. Let me just say again. Prophet Muhammad? No. Nope. Prophet Muhammad allegedly unalived between 300 and 600 people, and they buried them, actually, I think in the city of Medina. So they have like a mass grave that we could probably go find if they would let us, a mass grave of bodies that Muhammad himself literally unalived. You should go look into that. And see, that's what I'm talking about, my friend. Says, I feel like you ain't answered my question. I said, why follow the law if hell doesn't exist? You won't ever be punished. You don't need to talk about the percentage of atheists in the United States. Okay, why? That's what I'm saying. Why follow the law? You don't. I answered your question. I just don't know that you understood it. Okay? All right, so let's go over this. I feel like you ain't saying, why follow the law? Let me ask you, what happens if I don't follow the law? Do I get punished? Do I get punished? Do I not get punished at all? No. Don't even bring in the, oh, what if the law doesn't catch you and you get away with it? Don't bring that shit into it. That's not what you're asking. Why follow the law? No, whether you're a religious believer or you're an atheist, it doesn't matter. Whenever you break the law, you take a chance, and you know that you're taking a chance of getting caught or not. Period. So this whole, why follow the law? Why do you follow the law? Do you follow the law? Is man's law what you follow, or do you follow God's law? Whose law are you talking about here, by the way? Do you follow every man? Now, if it's man's law, do you follow every law man lays out for you? You kind of got to be more specific. Why follow the law? Because if I don't, I have a house, I have a car, I have dogs that I love, I have a wife that I love, and if I don't follow the law, I will lose those things. Is there any other reason? I mean, to just not follow the law simply for the pleasure of not following the law? That's just stupid. Stupid. I evolved over 100,000 years or so. Thank you for a new subscriber. Over 100,000 years from ape-like creatures. Don't give me the monkey bullshit. I evolved, and through my evolution, I came up through tribes and communities and societies that over 2,000 years of learning kind of what was right and wrong, you get an idea of what's right and wrong. And we have an innate developed sense of what's right and wrong. You can't say we don't, because atheists don't believe in your God. I actually anti-believe in your God. Right? And yet, somehow, I make it through society. Here I am. Have I broken the law? Yes. I think everybody probably has, whether they meant to or not. I mean, I'm 50. I'm over 50. Yeah, I've broken some laws, Yes. Do I go around breaking all the laws all the time just because I can, because I'm an atheist, because God is not going to burn me in hell after because I don't believe that? That's just stupid. No, atheists do not do that. And you need to stop deluding yourself to thinking that's what we do. We have good lives. We live good lives. We're good people without your hateful God. Hateful. No praises be upon him. Have you read the book? That's the question, though. Let me ask you, I don't know what language you speak natively. Have you read? You really should go read the Quran in your own language. See, that's a great question. Ahmad asks another great question, which I indeed already answered. The question, or the statement, he says, who gave us this natural sense that we should care for one another? I explained that, dude. 200,000 years of evolving throughout. I mean, what's good for you and what works, do it. What's bad for you and hurts, don't do it. 200,000 years of this. You can actually watch like bears, mama bears crossing the street with her baby bears, and she has no sense of what's right or wrong. You'll watch them actually take care of their bears. Stop, go get the other one, growl at the cars. Hey man, watch out for my pups. And then she'll go get her bears. She's taking care of her family, dude. It's evolution, man, that tells you what's right and what's wrong and what's good and what's bad. I mean, it's as simple as that. It really, no God involved. No God involved. None. Zero. Evolution. You get going along and you start learning that you meet a pair of a person and you need to be with those at a certain group and take care of that group, and that's your group, and then your group grows larger and takes care of more people, and it grows that way. But the borders between your religion will not let that happen. Here's the deal. Like where I was going, you start with your family and your group grows, your society grows, and you start taking care of those inside, and you watch out carefully for those outside of your group. And then it's a town, a pueblo, and then it grows into cities, and your group grows larger. Then your group grows into a county, a nation. Now your group is inside, and you take care of the people on the inside of that group, and you watch and you're careful of the people on the outside of that group, right? And then that finally should expand to cover the world, to where the whole world is our group. That's what should happen, but your religion will not let that happen. You're always infighting with each other. You're infighting with each other. You religious people fight with each other constantly. It doesn't stop. And you ask us how we can get morals. Where we find our moral center in life. That's ridiculous. How can you possibly go look at the results? Go look at what happens in heavily Islamic religions whenever women like to go to school. You can find photographs of what acid will do to a face. I never thought I would learn that until I found out what Muslims will do whenever they think a girl or a woman is stepping further out of their place in their religion than they think they should. So you got some kind of nonsense you got going on there that you need to fix before you come at me with this atheist and what's good and what's bad. Well, how do I know? How am I going to break the law just because? Do you sit around thinking about what's going to happen to you after life? Does anybody sit around thinking about that all the time? You know what? I'm not going to go get that soda today because afterwards I'm going to burn in hell. I mean, that's just not where I go with my brain. Excellent point. At Damn Network, that's me. Says Richard, treat the evil God monster Abraham. That's not my spelling on that. Sorry, Richard. Says treats all equally. The Bible describes our eventual unity and loss of religion. Chris, not Christ. Thank you, Left-Handed Jedi. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but preach. I think I got carried away. My voice is already starting to. It got all warmed up there for a minute. Then now I'm starting to get smited again. Yeah. So Niall says the seeking of, wow, my chat just really. Oh, I see. Sorry. My chat kind of got on weird on me there. Good morning, Chris. Green Confederate statue guy. Is it green because it was originally bronze or copper and then turned? Is that why it's green? Would it also be like frosted? So a green frosted from the bird shit on top of the Confederate statue? I'm just curious. But I'm already at you, brother. I ain't even read what you got to say. Do you not know how to shut the door? Okay, come over here and say hi to everybody. Come on. All right, Muslims, brace yourself. Where's Daisy? Where'd you go? My sound engineer, Papa got a little loud, and whenever I get a little loud and the mic starts to go high, my sound engineer, this is Daisy. She's my sound engineer on the show. Hi, Daisy. Oh, my goodness. Wonderful Daisy. Puppy cam. Actually, we do have puppies in the puppy cam area today. Sadie, and can you find Ollie? Where's Ollie? There's Ollie. Ollie's over there, too. And then Daisy. Are you going to go lay down by Sadie and Ollie? Go lay down by Sadie and Ollie, okay? Go lay down. Don't let Ollie bite your face. Okay. Good girl. Go lay down. Okay, you can lay up there. It's safe. He's short. You'll see him coming. Yeah, there's the puppy cam. That's my tech crew over there, the camera operator. Sadie is the little golden puppy over there. And then Ollie, if you can see Ollie, he's the little cotton ball wrapped up. And then Daisy. Daisy. Papa gets too excited. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to here. Okay, so, Yeah, pups are showing. I was getting all excited. I saw, let's see, stuff going on. Let me just catch up real quick. Because I was all after the statue guy, Chris, Green Confederate, and I don't even know what he's saying. He might be my best buddy. Chris, let's see what you got to say. Women. Oh, okay. But Islam has good points. Oh, yeah. This is a troll. You're a troll. I've seen you before. Yeah, I've seen you before. You're one of those. Yeah, cool. Thank you for subscribing, though. Yep, I've literally seen that. That somebody come in, they say the same thing. That person almost certainly does have it on copy paste. We don't take that shit in here. Carry that shit elsewhere. And you know what they're saying? The point, they're saying is like Islam was right about women. And what they mean is they're misogynistic assholes. And they're pointing out the obvious misogynistic nature of Islam. Islam hates black dogs. Yeah, I think it's just dogs in general. But yeah, is it black dogs that Islam doesn't like? I don't know. I know they don't like dogs. And when you don't like dogs, man, we're going to fight. Let's see here. Thank you all for just saying, gee, thank you for being here this morning. Thank you. So for those of you who are unawares, I will tell you, I had an audition yesterday for Men of La Mancha. I don't think I did well. As soon as I started to sing, my voice broke, and because I'd blow it out trying to prepare for an audition I didn't know I didn't have, or I didn't know, you know what I mean. So I'm growling. I'm yucky. Let's see where our poll is going at here. I really got on about myself, so I hope I answered your question, Niall. See, this is okay. Why not? We'll do this. It's fun. Niall says the theory of natural selection is your answer. You know, it's not that simple, really. But yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So basically, you're admitted at one point in time there were people who didn't care for one another. Surely, they killed the caring people. Okay, all right. Check this out, though. People came from apes of a kind. You know what I mean? Not monkeys that we have today, but from apes. Now, didn't I mention in my explanation, I talked about how there are innate rights and wrongs, goods, you know, in other animals. I used bears as an example, right? Can you, in your mind, extend that thinking to people to where there was never a time when people thought it was okay to just randomly kill people? Never a time when that happened. The monkeys that the apes that we evolved from, they had their own senses, just like the apes do now, of taking care of their children, of living in small communities. We can actually see apes right now evolving in like the Congo and places like that, the chimpanzees and things like that. We've seen them go to war with one small group, go to war with another, and literally unalive every member of that other group. Now that's just talking about doing war things. Theists do that all the time. That's a theist thing. But we can also see them naturally in nature, apes right now doing other things like beginning to use stone tools, just like we did a long time ago. Fishing with little spears. We've got images of them fishing with spears. And these are the kind of things that, you know, we also see is also like them taking care of each other, being in communities. This is a mother, this is the brother, they take care of each other. There's a family. We see these units in nature, in simians now. It's not just simians, oh brother. Don't pin me down to just monkeys and apes, okay? It's just in nature. We see this. And it's learned, just like I told you how we learned those things. Throughout the eons, billions of years, actually more like 750,000 years. The billions before that were really tiny, stupid little, small little creatures, but 750 to 500,000 years ago, something like 500 million years ago. Since then, we've been developing into creatures and stuff like that. Fish swim in schools, brother. Look at that. Look, it's not, God didn't do that. It's natural. It developed over time. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know? This whole nation, what you're trying to do is pin me down to saying that at some point we didn't care about killing other people. But man, right now, with your God, you guys don't care about killing. Just pop open the news. You can't argue, oh, you don't think that way. No, the entirety of your religion thinks that way. It's one religion, you know that, right? It's the Abrahamic religion. It's just one. Judaism, Christianity, Islam. They're all one. They're all the same. They're all bloody. They're all violent. And you question me where I get my morals? Your books tell you it's okay to have sexual relations with individuals underage. Your prophets did it. Not just yours. No. I'm not bashing just on Muhammad and Aisha. No. Go look at Joseph. How old was Mary? Wasn't even Joseph though, was it? Well, unless of course you go by the book of, was it not Matthew, John, Luke? Is it Luke? Mark. If you go by the book of Mark, then he's, but if the people ain't right. Now says, what would you define as underage? See, now we're going to split hairs on underage. You're going to tell me if she, essentially, and I don't like using the phrase, but if she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. And then you're going to try really hard to convince me that Aisha was of that age. And I know she wasn't, dude. I know she wasn't. She was younger. She was 9 and not menstruating. And even if she was, is 9 years old really old enough, dude? Really? If your body is physically old enough, does that say your mind is old enough? Really? So you're actually going to step up and you're going to step up to the bat, to the plate, get your bat ready and swing hard and heavy for pedophilia. PDF files? You know what I'm saying? You're going to do that right here in my chat. That's what you're going to do. Pum. Let me see here. Catching up on the chat. All right. Damn it, chat. Get out of the way. Damn it. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. Thank you for that, Saint-G. Much appreciated. Just get that shit out. Just wipe, after wiping your ass, throw the toilet paper away. Thank you, Saint-G, for taking care of that individual. Jesus. Okay, so Niall says, also, therefore, according to randomness, humans shouldn't be able to have the same morals, same beliefs, the same values. This is randomness. Your argument collapses. Really? You're saying we all have the same morals? I didn't say that. Did I? We get them from the same place. We all come up from the same place. But I'm not saying we all have the same morals. That's not what I said. As a matter of fact, your religion, let's look at your religion. You claim this is the word of an almighty God who knows everything from beginning to the end. Why would he write it in an ancient language 2,000 years ago instead of a universal language that everyone could possibly understand? Why? Why can't you answer that? You can't. Well, why doesn't your God do all of these things? You just catch up. We are not born with the same morals. We are all different. Well, I guess in a way we're born with the same morals, but that's not entirely true either, because some people have genetic differences in their brain that make them act differently, and you're not going to have the same. It's just not going to happen. We all have different morals. We are raised in different communities, and we have that. I mean, we have entire wars about that. It's almost like you're not. It's almost like you're trolling me. You can't possibly be serious with these arguments. So are you just trolling me or what? I mean, this is nonsense. You are a Muslim. You come from the most violent religion on the face of the earth. And you're trying to question where I get my morals from. And you're going to sit here and go on about like, if we don't find the right path, which is your path, of course, what's going to happen to us? We're all going to burn. This is just, and we're getting to the point where, although I do appreciate the conversation, I'm about done with it. You've come in here and you've done these things before. Where do we get our morals from? I've explained this before. My answer for where I get my morals is so much better than where you get your morals from. You cannot say we get your morals from your religion. You just can't say that. Can't say that. You're just wrong. You're either wrong or you're a liar if you're going to say that we get our morals from your religion, from your God monster. You just can't. Doesn't happen. Look at the different types of morals. You have people, do you know what happened to Daniel Pearl? What happened to Daniel Pearl? Blessed be he, says, and this is not a selling point, blessed. This is not, it's actually a selling point against all religions, not against just Islam. But blessed be he, I'll toss it out there, says, if you're not going to be Christian, Islam wins. Do you want to be a caliphate? It's just like a threat with a worse religion, but it's really not worse. It's just, well, actually, yeah, it's more violent for sure. It is now. It wasn't always. Vicklet says, I think there's at least some level of dishonesty going on here. The copy-paste repetition and dismissing others' refutations in chat without cause makes me suspicious. I know. I think I've seen this before, and I grow weary. We've come in this, and despite whatever decent arguments we put forth, he asks the same questions over and over again, uses the same weak arguments, and then just ignores what we talk about. Hi, wait a second. Maya Adkinson. Good morning, Maya. How are you doing? BBH is here. Doesn't she have 10 kids to look after? BBH. Who's BBH? Oh. I got you. Good morning, Guitar Dog. Thank you for joining us. And the awfulest, of course, is this Midol commercial? It could be. It very much could be. I hope you're enjoying it. Do you need Midol? Are you okay? We should get a helpline for people like you. Blessed be he, man. You're a little late in the show for this nonsense, dude. What kind of Christian values? What Christian values are you talking about? Dude. What Christian values? Christian values are horrific. You oppress people. It's just hideous. It gets worse. I mean, you act all nice and sweet, but you're not. You're just wanting to impose your bullshit on other people. So you can carry that nonsense. Show up early in the show, man, if you want to talk about that shit, right? I mean, come on. We got 10 minutes less than the show, and you're going to drop that shit on us. Niall says, read somebody's book in the 18th century. Average age of marriage was 11. And that doesn't make it right, though. That doesn't make it right. Dude, that does not make it right. Doesn't. And even if it were true, and somehow just because somebody wrote it in a book doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And my understanding is scientifically, girls in the United States, at least, have been having their cycle sooner in life because of the hormones and stuff in the foods and such we eat, to where it is down to where it's like 10, 11, 12. It can be as young as that. Thank you to, let me see what happened here. Thank you again. Left-Handed Jedi says, this stream brought to you by Lucifer Lozenges for the smote throat. Oh, shit. I'm stealing that. I'm stealing it, Left-Handed Jedi. You know why? Satan compels me. They're like, why did he steal that? Well, Satan told him to. I'm stealing it. I copied, pasted it. The stream brought to you by Lucifer Lozenges for the smote throat. I like it. I liked it. If you've been yelling at God all day because you hate him, thank you again for the super chat, Left-Handed Jedi. Much appreciated. Smote throat. Hey, wait. I'm supposed to be the funny one on the show. Yeah, so no, I get it. I get what you're saying about the nature stuff. But as far as women goes, but there's also a thing about the maturity of the individual in society. And humans are different. women should be more mature than that age. A woman is 12 or 13 should not become a birth slave. And that's kind of what you're selling. Don't you? I think they should be able to learn and grow. Now, if they want to have sex, between like 15, 18, 20, it's not my business. That's not my judgment. I don't make those calls. Right. And you know how kids are, guys. Even if we wanted to stop them, half the time you can't. But that's not. Why force them into marriage and into sexual relationship with grown men? Oftentimes, Joseph was portrayed as an older man. How old was Muhammad whenever he married? So even just talking about the marriage of her, even if she was 11, which I don't think she was 9, but how old was Muhammad? Wasn't he like 56 years old? He was older than I am now. How would you feel? That would be like me marrying someone the age of my great-granddaughter, or at the very least, my granddaughter. And that's okay by you. It's all good. Old enough to bleed, right? Because you're all about evolution. You're all about science and the biology and what science and biology tell us, right? Because I just explained to you how we get all of that stuff, how we get our morals and all that. And I even showed you how animals in the wild demonstrate those morals. How we evolved, how we got that, all that stuff. And it just... Nobody is forced into marriage. Your prophet literally killed a man so he could marry his wife. Stabbed him. Your prophet killed a man because he desired sexually another man's wife. Your prophet did that. So I'm done with your nonsense. Clearly, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to go study your religion. You need to put your nose in the hadith, and you need to read the hadith in your own language. Don't have it read to you. Read the Quran. Read it in your own language. You need to go find out more before you come in here and embarrassing yourself in my chat with your lack of knowledge about your own prophet. And with that, I'm done reading yours. I gave you really, I'm going to actually write your name down. That way, the next time you come in, you're like, hey, do you remember me? I'm going to be like, yes, don't give this guy any more time. I've given you all the answers you're going to get. Nile, because I forget, I'm an old guy. Nile, the Islam guy who wouldn't fucking listen to anything I fucking said and is completely deluded, doesn't know anything about his own religion, and just likes to repeat the same shit over again. Nile Ahmad. Dude, read back what you said to me. Read back in the chat. Oh my God, that is such a false claim. You need to study what actually happened. Okay? And now you're going to tell me what happened. The man was killed by the prophet because he was a criminal, and the prophet took his wife because she was abused for being a Muslim. Well, that's the stupid reason for... What kind of criminal was he? I'd like to find that out. It's been a while since I've read this. And did Muhammad just go around taking it? No, he wanted her for a wife. He did. I do remember that specifically. And I don't have time to look into that now, but you really need to look into it. You're the one that's doing all the stuff. Ahmad. No more time. You've gotten sucked all the time out of my channel that you're getting. For now, though, I say that, but hell, I have fun. I really enjoy it to a degree. I just get tired of repeating myself. Maybe if you just change your name like that other jackass does. So let's see here. Richard says, yep, huge waste of time and energy, and you guys are still engaging him. Interesting. That's true. Yeah, I kind of had a point to get across there. I feel you. I actually went on to the Kentucky Atheist channel one time, and I was like, dude, why are you still letting this guy talk on your chat? I shouldn't have done that. That was not my deal. But I feel you though. I feel the same way. Yeah, it's just the same person. I wish we could get the IP address off that one person who keeps doing the thing. But, oh well, that's their time to kill, I reckon. Thank you, Sang-Ji, for watching the chat for us. So I appreciate you very much. All right, guys. So tomorrow it's going to take a turn. Tomorrow things are going to be, oh my goodness. I'm going to put the stream up later today. Normally I do it in the morning. I'm going to put it up, and you're going to be like, oh, well, it's not as exciting as I thought. That's what I say, but I think it's going to be fun because our little war on Christmas is about to take a turn tomorrow. Yes. Let me check out what our Bogos Bentos. You're a little late, man. Do we need to text you or something? Dun, 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 dun. Just catching up on my chat here, guys, before we run away. I see, yep. I did answer that question very thoroughly. Rich, hey, Rich, how are you doing? You were following my train of thought, though, right? I had a train. Yeah, I was. Bogos Bented, yes, you're late. Oku, I know, Oku, right? Am I right? Dude just ain't listening. Sometimes you just got to turn that shit off. Go I've noticed circle all the way back to the very first thing. Did you notice? All the way back to you didn't answer my first thing. Fuck you, dude. I'm done. I answered it way too often. No, I ain't debating you. I'm not even going to watch your chat anymore. I'm done. I'm tired. I had an audition late yesterday. I'm grumpy. I'm a grumpy Chris. I know. Ghost. I have a very interesting... Rich, I hope you have a great day too. I noticed you're talking about ghosts. I have a very interesting point about ghosts, and that's kind of and we won't go on about it. And that's that the ghost thing, if it were real, we would all know. There'd be no question. There'd be no doubt. It happens so often. Everybody's ghost. I'm a non-believer. I don't believe in ghosts, but my grandma would be sitting there straightening my tie because she was a ghost, if she was a real ghost, right? I mean, if it happened, it would be it would permeate everything because there's so many people have died. So many billions and billions of people have died. You wouldn't be able to watch a newscast without, some newscaster's mom or dad going, "Oh, look, honey," and they're dead. Somebody doing something. If ghosts did that sort of, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Guitar Dog has got a really good one. The fact that your God needs apologists should be a point of concern for you. I like it whenever they go, the fool says there is no God. No, the fool thinks there is no God. Is that right? The fool thinks there is no God? And I like to turn that into and the wise man says it out loud. Rich says his apartment is haunted. Rich says their apartment is haunted. There you go. I have been smited. My dad used to believe in ghosts. My dad was a Christian. He believed in ghosts and stuff like that. Any knock in another room, could be a ghost at any time. I'm more worried about centipedes than ghosts. Okay. All right, cool. Yes. Thank you for that, Drinkwater. Drinkwater says in his heart. So the fool in his heart says there is no God. The wise man says it out loud. Thank you. Master Pastor, are you okay? Are you okay? Dean? Do you need a hug or something? Were you hugged too much? Dean says, it's funny when you guys get into the child thing, but every one of y'all are guilty of bad thing brain with your atheism. Not believing in God. Master Pastor has ever so eloquently equated to child assault. Isn't that funny coming from a pastor? A pastor is saying someone else has. No, don't you go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
Is your humble parish tired of constant litigation, drained by bloodthirsty lawyers sucking the collection plate dry? Well, finally, no more threats of jail time and public humiliation. Try Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys. cute little fella's eyes and mouth wide with surprise, complete with lifelike tears. Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys coming to a Walmart near you.
They don't make shit like that about atheists. But here I am making, and nobody even questions it. If you go back and watch it, though, if you go back and watch what that video says, there's nothing that says that anything is bad being done to those children. For all that says their eyes are wide with surprise, maybe they're joyous, and nothing says anything bad as far as the children. If you imply that, or if you got that from that, you have to know you got that because what? Because the church is a bunch of PDF files. That's why. And you got the stones. You got the balls to sit here and say atheists? Atheists are the ones. Well, I mean, Dean, if that is your real name. Geo Sam, you doing okay today? Hope you're doing okay today, man. Nice to see you. Just Rosie, thank you for joining our chat today. Welcome to the damnation, fellow burner. Nece to see you. All you wonderful people who showed up for the first time. Thank you. It's interesting how many trolls we've been getting lately. Did we, at the same day that I turned on that you have to be a subscriber in order to chat, what was the coincidence that day some douchebag found my chat and decided he's going to spam us with sock accounts all show? I mean, or was it because of that? I don't know. I'm just thinking it's coincidence. The Awfulest, though, I really dig that name. That's cool. I dig it. That is awesome. Yeah. There's a list that goes on about the atrocities. There are a lot of religious atrocities that have happened throughout history. You can't hardly get away with them. So there you are. Wonderful people. You are wonderful people. Thank you all for being with me today. Sin safely. I'm going to wrap up the show. Time for me to go do that voodoo that I do somewhere else. I need a mental, a break. I need to exhausted. I'm exhausted. I need to go masturbate and eat some ice cream. Not in that order. I'm fine, some bitch. I can't help it. Real quick before we go, let me just check out this poll. 42%. 42% wins. You guys have got your sinning planned out. You guys are wonderful. Have yourself a wonderful Thursday. I will see you guys tomorrow. You take care. Stay safe. Sin safely, my friends. Thank you, and have a great day.